Hey Aries, it's Alicia with Twisted Tarot here to do your June 2019 Twin Flame Tarot reading. Thank you everyone for all your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes, your emails, your personal readings have been amazing. So thank you so much. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. From one Aries to another, I'm a cusp, but I am definitely an Aries in many ways. I love doing your readings, and I'm always interested to see what comes out for y'all, and I hope you like it. So let's see. It is a general reading, so please take what resonates. What resonates, please, discard the rest. If it's not hitting you in here and you're not, vibing with it, it's probably not your message. And I apologize, if that's the case. I always try to get messages for my collective, especially if you're a subscriber to my channel. I hope that I can bring them out. However, I don't control what the divine gives me. I'm just the channeler. So if you don't receive messages or aren't receiving messages on my channel, there are one of two ways that you can receive them. The first way is to like, share, subscribe, or comment. What I do is when I pull for the collective, I pull all your energy in, and I pull from those likes, I pull from those comments, I pull from the energy that you give to my channel. So that's one way. The second way is to check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs. If your sun sign does, sorry guys, my video likes to freeze on me. So if you're an Aries sun and you are not receiving messages for my readings for Aries, try looking up your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs. So you can do that with the link in the description box below for Cafe Astrology that I provided. And it's a free birth chart, so the service is free. If you need help with that, I can help you walk you through it. It is a free service that I offer as well. So if you need help with that, I can help you, fill it out or navigate it and whatnot. And that will give you where all of your planets, what signs the planets fall in. And that way, sometimes they resonate better, especially moon signs recently have been a little bit more relevant for the collective. So in February and March, they were resonating better. So if that's the case, try that and see if maybe you get some more messages there. I am an intuitive tarot card reader, so if you're new to my channel, welcome. What that means is if you see a traditional tarot card and I say something different than how you learn the tarot, how someone else learned the tarot, how YouTubers talk about the tarot, please know that I am intuitively picking up messages, clairsentience, clairaudience, that are coming through for those cards that may have nothing to do with the traditional tarot. Or I learn the tarot differently, so keep that in mind. Every tarot reader is different. So, and if the roles reverse, take it that way. You don't need a comment below to say that, because it does happen. I know that sometimes you want to say, hey, but that's not me. I get that, and I totally understand. But you don't need to say that, because it does happen, and it is possible that that's the case. So roles can reverse. You can find multiple messages throughout the readings. That may be confusing, especially if you're a twin dealing with the same sign as you. So that does kind of happen. So keep that in mind. That is part of how I read. So what else? Something else. Oh, I am doing a promotion for June. So at the end of June, I will tally everything up. All the comments, the most commented video that I have, I will look in the comments randomly, may even have an outside person help me, and we will pick one winner for a free reading. So it's a free general reading or a free twin flame reading. This is a pre-recorded reading. It's not a live reading with me. And it's worth $33. So you win a reading of your choice. So you can do general and let spirit give you what you want. You can ask for specific questions that I can answer for you. Sorry, my video is lagging. Or you can do a twin flame reading. So either of those options I can do for you. So whoever, the video with the most comments on it, someone will be picked randomly for a free reading for June. So comment. What else? All right, I think that's pretty much it, guys. If I didn't already say it, if you need a personal reading from me, the link is in the description box below. It is a link to Facebook. If you don't have Facebook or don't want to use Facebook or whatnot, you can email me at twistedtarot@gmail.com, and I can give you my rates and information about me there as well. All right. And I don't do just twin flame readings. Like I said, I do all readings. I can do general readings. I can do about money. I can do about love. I can do about you and your best friend, whatever you need. So, let me know what you're looking for. All right, Aries, let's get into your reading. I'm going to chime my chime, and we will get right into it. I don't think it's very loud, but if you're wearing headphones, you could turn them down. You could turn it up however you want as far as listening to the chime. So it just lets Spirit know that we're ready and that we're open to any of the messages that they give us. All right. So delicate. I liked it. Okay, so I'm doing things a little bit different this week. Only one thing is different in the reading. So if you are normally a subscriber to my channel and you've watched my videos, the mutual energy, I'm now using a new deck here. It is the Love Spell book by Jillian Kemp. And they are a book of spells, but it's also cards in here, and they talk about love. So the mutual energy is going to come from these cards. They look like this, and they're super beautiful. So instead of doing your mutual energy with the traditional tarot cards, I decided to use that deck. I think I'm going to go through some of the other decks, too, because I find that some of the oracle cards can be more precise when we're asking about that energy. So, all right, these are astrological cards. Spirit helps me take 2. This will help me determine possibly your twin sign that you're dealing with. If your twin flame sign does not come out here, doesn't mean that this reading can't be for you. It may resonate 10 times more. If it does, I can't argue with that. However, there is a general reading. So if none of the signs come out, it's just possibly general messages that might resonate better, okay? And try not to get caught up in the signs because, you never know. It could be something in their chart as well. So signs that come up here throughout the whole entire reading, I still have your side and then your twin side. So this is your video, your side, Aries, and your twin's video will be in the second video, and I break them up into 2 because they get kind of long. All right, so let's see who's Aries' twin. Yeah, can't even hold the cards. Okay, there we go. That one really wanted to come out. Okay, we have Leo. Okay, it slid off my hand. All right. Who is Aries' twin flame? Who is a sign that they could be dealing with for their twin flame? All right, we have Libra. Okay, so it could be dealing with a Leo or a Libra. All right. Mutual energy between you and your twin is Stars of True Love, Wishes Fulfilled. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, guys. Okay, so this is that new deck that I was telling you about. So let's see what they have to say about that. Excuse me. I mean, obviously, that's a beautiful card. I like that. All right. Wishes Fulfilled, Stars of True Love. Let's find out what this would be. Sun. Okay. Sun. Stars. Okay, here we are. Moon. Stars. No, it's at the top. Wow. Okay, true love. Here we go. All right. Sorry, guys. I am just learning this deck a little bit. So, okay. You have an innate ability to see your past, present, and future. Your destiny is a bright light shining in the darkness. The one you wish for will love you. In their eyes, you are a star standing out from the crowd. The sun, the stars, and the moon bless your heavenly romance. You will meet where chandeliers sparkle like stars in the night. Oh, see, you guys? That's beautiful. Aww. All right, so, and if you haven't met your twin flame yet, then it says, the sun, the stars, and the moon bless your heavenly romance, and you will meet where chandeliers sparkle like stars in the night. So you could meet in an event where your twin is attending. So it could be a ball, a dance. It could be someone's house where there's a chandelier. It could be anywhere, really, obviously. So it could even be at a restaurant where there are chandeliers. And you just notice them and look up, and then boom, that could be it. Or you and your twin met that way already. So it's very beautiful. So the the stars are aligning for y'all. So that's beautiful. Your wishes will be fulfilled. So that's pretty. That's really, really pretty. I'm loving that. All right, first card out we have is trust. Okay, so it's trusting in this connection, trusting in each other, trusting in the balance of your life. It's trusting in this person to catch you and you to catch them, and maybe building up the trust in your relationship. This could be something that you need to work on. So you may be wondering, like, is this person going to catch me when I fall? Will they be there for me? Because we have a man and a woman here, and she kind of looks frightened, like, are your hands going to meet mine? Are we going to connect? Okay, so you may be worried about the trust and the connection here. Oh, I guess she doesn't look all that shocked, but I guess at first, or scared at first, it kind of looked like she was just kind of like, And everybody below is cheering you on, exactly like this wishes fulfilled, the stars of true love. So everybody's kind of cheering you on, and it could be people that are your friends, your family. It could be ancestors and, the spirit world as well, that are just like the divine, that's like, hey, woo, like they want you to make this connection, this trusting connection with this person. So that's very beautiful. That is from a new deck. I'm not actually going to read from the book because the book is like super, super long. Let me see if I have it. Oh yeah, they're clairvoyant reading cards, and I will post the cards in the description box below that I'm using as well. All right, the next card we have is creation. The number 39 is relevant. These are a new deck as well. They are called Queen of the Moon Oracle, and they are about moon phases. So this is a beaver moon, and this is all about creation. So trusting in this other person will help you create something beautiful here, is what I'm feeling like. And for a lot of you, you may be, or for some of you, sorry, not a lot of you, I say a lot, but for some of you, again, your third eye may be awakening, you may be having dreams. There's this moon and this very ethereal look to this woman here, and she's kind of watching that. So you may be at night having dreams of, something astrological or astral that is happening here, and this moon phase can be very relevant for you guys. And the 39, if we break that down, is 11. So that is a twin flame number. So wow, that's very beautiful. Let's see what they have to say about this moon. I like that. That's beautiful. All right. You can create your own destiny. Be industrious. Every creature on earth creates. You should welcome the process of creation. Save money and time. Have a reserve. Okay. So it says welcoming the process of creation. So in order to create something, you have to be able to trust in this connection, or trust in yourself and trust in what you're seeing and feeling as well. So maybe some of you are still trying to figure this out, maybe doing research as well. Others of you, creation, you may be, trying to think of the name of this profession. You may draft up plans for shopping malls, houses, buildings of some sort. There's a name for it. I'm so sorry, and I can't even think about it. Maybe a planning developer, plan developer, or something like that. You could also be in, I can't even think about this. It could also be that you want to create like an installation, like an artistic installation for some of you, and you're learning how to draft. And that may be part of because look, there's all these drafts right here that are rolled up. Okay. Let's see what else they have to say. Everyone is creative, not just those who are considered to be creatives, such as artists, designers, musicians, and writers. We all can be encouraged to think more creatively, to solve problems outside of square solutions, to invent new ways, and to imaginatively break new trails. This moon is the moon of taking action. Our northern hemisphere ancestors at this time would be preparing for winter. They would be preserving food, preparing skins, gathering medicines, strengthening their homes if they were not nomadic, and preparing to move to better hunting grounds if they were. Anyone who didn't work hard at this time would likely suffer greatly for it when the winter came. The time to take action is now. And it is associated with the companion stone or metal, which is called chrysoprase, and it's spelled CHRYSOPHASE. A-S-E. I don't know anything about that, but y'all might want to look that up and see if that's relevant to you. But yeah, there's architecture here. That's what it is. Oh my goodness, there's architecture here. So that may be something that you're very good at for a small portion of you that are watching. Wow, beautiful. Okay. And it's building up that trust is also building up the foundation for you and your twin as well. And we have metamorphosis reversed. So it's possible that you're resistant to some type of change that's happening. It could be that you still have more work to do. So like the butterfly that, comes out in the spring or whatnot, after it's been a caterpillar and it goes through its metamorphosis process, then it's ready to bloom and blossom and spread its wings. So for some of you, there may be a pause in this, or there may be something blocking this. All right, so let's see what that is. Page of Wands. Okay, so this is like I always see the pages as messengers. Okay, so this is reversed here, the Page of Wands. So I'm feeling like you may not feel as passionate or creative as you think you are. Or maybe you're stuck creatively or blocked here for some of you. It could be very much that you're trying to figure out how to bring forth this new idea or this new passionate beginning. Because Page of Wands, the wand is all about fiery, passionate energies. So I'm feeling like there's possibly, and you could be dealing with a younger fire sign as well. It could also be a child here that you feel like isn't changing, or you feel like someone in your life may be either stopping your growth or you may feel like they're just not changing. Okay, so maybe you feel like I feel like this is a circle for some reason. It's like round and going round and round in a circle with this person. So you have the same fight over and over and over again, possibly, about some change. And the Page of Wands could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. We have Leo here. Okay, and you may think that they're just young and they may be young and they still may not know what they want to do with their lives, okay, as well, so with this creation, or they may still be contemplating that because this creation is here. Or you may be contemplating that. You may be a youngin' and thinking like, what do I want to do with my life? What path do I want to go on? And you may be feeling stagnant or stuck here with this Page of Wands reversed. Older man. Dealings or relationships with an older man. Okay, so there may be an older man involved as well. Okay, could be a grandfather, could be your twin. It doesn't have to be. It could also be a father figure. It could be a friend, like I said. Okay. Twin flame message. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. Okay, this could be words here too. Okay, this may be you wanting to communicate something, because this could be your energy as well, Aries, like I said. So it could be that you're not sure how to communicate or approach the situation, okay? And maybe that's how you don't know how to change it, okay? I feel like maybe there's something about the situation you're not sure how to change something or express what you want to change. Maybe you're still trying to figure that out, and then try to figure out what the words are that you can, or how to embark on this new journey. And maybe you have some more changes to make. Okay, and maybe you're trying to figure out how to make those changes. I feel very strongly that some of you are just trying to figure that out, okay? Okay, next card we have is opportunity. Okay, so there may be an opportunity here for you to shine or be on stage or to be a part of something where you can, be in theater. You can, there may be an opportunity that presents itself to you. It could be an opportunity to trust this individual here. Let's see what else they have to say about this opportunity. What does that opportunity have to do with? Okay, the masculine, okay? We have the masculine. Okay, this opportunity has to do with the masculine. Either you're masculine, and this is an opportunity being presented to you, such as possibly the feminine, but we'll keep going, or of creation with this. Could actually be that you want to have a family, or build a family, or build a home, or create something so that you and your twin have something stable. So that could be very relevant here. I also feel like that if you're a female watching on this side, you have an opportunity with your divine masculine. Wow, this is so pretty. Oh, I love that. So number 42 could be relevant to some of you. Could be your age. Could be a number that you really like. It also boils down to 6. Okay, very beautiful. And I would look up the numbers, just in case you're curious. Everything means something different to everyone else, and you may find something when you look it up that's like, oh my gosh, aha, that I couldn't even tell you. And also, it may be an opportunity to embrace your masculine side if you're feminine watching. Of course, if you're an Aries woman watching, we all know that we have that masculine energy in us because it is part of our energy. Aries are a masculine, they're a masculine sign. So this may be taking the time to step into your masculine energy if you're a female watching. It also directly relates to your divine masculine. So that's very beautiful. And it looks like they have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to, as long as you're kind of trusting in the situation and you want to create something with your divine masculine. This is a huge opportunity for you guys. So this is very beautiful. It says, it is time to step forward and lead. Be the leader in your own life. You have more power than you think. It is time to formally learn more, enroll in a course, or learn a new skill. Offer your protection to someone weaker than yourself. Take steps to improve your health and vitality. Okay, very beautiful here. It is associated with black opal. And offer your guidance to anybody who needs it. So step into that masculine power, lead. You may have to lead your twin into this journey and lead them through and show them, hey, look, this is an opportunity for us. This is an opportunity for us to come into union. This is an opportunity for our wishes to be fulfilled. So yeah, definitely it's time for you to step forward and lead. Okay. Or it's time for your divine masculine to do that. And you're giving him an opportunity, him an opportunity to do so. Okay. And if it's a female that's, still you're giving that person an opportunity to step up and lead. They're also saying you have more power in your life than you think. So you may be feeling powerless and to change. I feel like this right here feels like powerless to change with that Page of Wands reverse. And you may feel like you're still immature. You may view yourself as being immature when it comes to making changes, okay? Or your twin feels that they see you that way, either way. They also encourage you, if you're thinking of enrolling in a new course or or learning a new skill, to go ahead and do so, okay? And take steps to improve your health and your vitality at this time. That is magical. Wow, I wonder what moon this is. I'm sorry. Let me look back and see what lunar god. It was just a lunar god, okay? All right. Lunar gods are rare. Yeah. Usually their realms are the solar. They are conspicuous when they appear. Oh, that's beautiful. So I'm going to read this because this kind of tells me that there's more to this card that may help you understand your twin. It says the Australian Aboriginal deity of the Wanara tribal area, Biame, encourages us to observe the laws of the land and to appreciate the beauty around us. Biame is depicted with having big eyes and no mouth, teaching us that sometimes beauty does not need to be spoken about, just to witness with the eyes of our head and our heart. The Norse god Mani, the moon himself, teaches us to be wise and about the passage of time. The Mesopotamian sin shows us how to ask about the future and how important it is to protect the weak. There are many more. Yeah, so there may be somebody around you that you have to protect that is maybe younger than you. It could be your children right now. You're trying to protect them, okay? Maybe you're trying to protect them from some type of changes that you want to make that may be kind of radical, and for some of you are thinking, like, how is it going to affect my children? How is it going to affect them when I make this change? Are they going to be able to change with me? Are they going to be maybe your child is resistant to the changes that you're making, and you're trying to kind of figure out, why or how to kind of address that for some of you. All right, we have fresh start reversed. Yeah, so without this metamorphosis, a fresh start is still kind of upside down here. It's not quite getting off the ground, okay? And you may feel like for some of you that you want some changes. And you want that fresh start with your masculine, okay? All right, and you may have to lead this because they may not be aware of the changes they need to make, or they may be slow to make those changes, and you may have to be like, okay, bud, let's get this party moving. I mean, Aries is about action. Aries is not patient, so it's very possible that this is a frustrating energy for y'all. And the Page of Cups. Okay, so we have two pages here, and they're all messengers, and they're all younger, but Page of Cups is like, okay, so there's love, there's an apology, there's an offer of love, there's an offer of emotions. So this person is trying to open up their emotions, and they're still kind of young with it too. So it's very possible that their emotional maturity is a little stunted for some of them, not all of them, but for some. But it's this fresh new start needs to happen with somebody either apologizing, either you need to apologize, Aries, or they need to apologize to you in order for this fresh new start to kind of take place. But there's love here. There's definitely an underlying sense of, and it may be a small offer of love too. So that may be what's kind of blocking this fresh new start, is somebody being willing to communicate their feelings, okay? I feel like with this Page of Wands here reversed, they may not be able to communicate their feelings, okay? And of course, could be dealing with a Pisces here, or any water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We have Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yeah, so it looks like here that you're going to still triumph over these troubles and these obstacles, okay? So there may be trouble or obstacles with an older man that you're dealing with. It could be a father figure, like I said, a grandfather, a friend. This could actually be your twin. But again, there's something stating that, you know, if somebody can open up emotionally, or maybe apologize or talk about their emotions and explore them, that this might actually be what helps you work through these troubles, what helps you with these obstacles, okay? What helps you with this change, okay? And then we could have that possible new fresh start, okay? All right. So the eagle's going to soar here. Aw, twin flame message, you've been in my dreams. Aw, so you're dreaming about your twin. Well, that's not a surprise. All right, the next card we have is finding a mentor, okay? So you may be trying to find somebody to talk to about this twin flame journey, or a mentor that can help you with this new skill, this new, maybe if you want to go back to school, you might need a tutor, or you may just may need someone to talk to just in general about what's going on. And this could be a friend, a family member. This could be someone outside of that that's just, you look online for, you know, a mentor or a shaman or somebody to help you, to just talk to just help you through this. Yeah, because I think this mentor may give you some opportunities to learn about trust. So you may actually go to counseling for some of you and explore issues of trust, or explore different opportunities, especially if you're looking for a different, you may want to change your profession, or learn something new, or add a skill to your resume for some of you. I think I see things. Oh, it might just be me. I was like, I see things in the candle. Oh, okay. And we have fear. And it's a waxing gibbous too. This is a very poignant card here. Okay, so what I'm feeling like for this card, I feel like that you're trying to bust through all these fears, that you're trying to get through all these fears that are kind of holding you back here. So there's this person who is struggling with the fears, the inner child, the fears that come with this connection possibly, or come with the divine masculine, or again, expressing them to somebody like a counselor, a therapist, a coach, a life coach, those type of things, because you may be trying to show to the world that you don't have any fear, and that nothing, you know, Aries is like that we will go where everybody fears to tread. We are just like that. We will walk into places and lead. We're natural born leaders, and we will lead armies. We will lead wars. We will lead, I know for myself, we lead others to haunted places and right through the door of the things that would scare the shit out of other people. But that's Aries. So, you know, you're proud, you're strong, and it's a struggle between presenting this to the world like you can do it all. Like you're like, I can just, don't worry, like these fears are not caging me anymore, and I've got control over them. But deep down inside, you may not feel that way. So you may be faking it till you make it, which for some of us, there's no problem with that, because Aries are very good at that. And if we do have any fears, we may not express them, okay? But you may want to tell them to your masculine, or to this mentor here, if it's related to like a counseling or kind of therapeutic way of relating. You know, it could just be a friend. You just want to say, oh my gosh, like I know they're probably like, you look like you have it all together. And you're like, sure, I do. But deep down inside, I'm still so freaking afraid. So you may be struggling with that too. You may be struggling with trying to release these fears, trying to have control over them as well. And that's all part of the ego. But when in reality, they may be controlling you. Okay, so it's that energy of trying to figure out what's real, what isn't. It may be that this twin flame journey scares the shit out of you, and you may not be expressing that, but you still are trying to lead beautifully here, which is gorgeous. I love that. Okay, so We have wax and give us 1 and 2. Okay, the time for courage is here. Fear is only useful if it teaches you something. You must examine whether your fears are old or new, useful or unhelpful. Fear blocks flow. Yeah, so it could be the reason that this fresh new start and this metamorphosis isn't taking place is because there's some type of fear here. Again, it could be surrounding emotions and a way to express emotions, or not feeling like you can be tactful. Sometimes, Aries, we try so hard to express what's in our minds and our hearts without hurting other people at times, but that's when we're really trying. Other times we just say what comes into our mind, and we just it's like vomit, like word vomit. We just bloop, like it doesn't even go through the process of, will this hurt someone, what's going to happen, what are the repercussions, is this offensive? We just don't have, like, some of us just don't have that filter, and mainly Aries just kind of struggle with that. So it could be expression. Okay, you could be struggling with expressing emotions, and that may be very hard for some of you. And I understand that. I'm an Aries, and that is hard for me too. All right, it says I'm courageous. If there is one thing that stops people from fulfilling their dreams or even getting things done that they want done, it is fear. Experiencing fear is built in, a chemical part of the way our brain works to protect us. Emotions such as fear cause the production of a whole raft of body chemicals that give us the best chance of coping with situations that need our attention to survive. That's the fight, flight, or freeze. If you're not sure what that is, you can look that up. A lot of us go through different phases, and we may go through the fight phase, the flight phase, and the freeze, where we just don't do anything, where we just like, okay? There is a healthy kind of fear, the kind that warns us to keep out of dangerous situations or stay clear of someone who instinctively makes us wary. However, it would be a rare person who does not have at least one fear that does not serve them, a fear that is unrealistic or untrue, or perhaps based on an outmoded experience, or something that is buried so deeply we only see the symptoms rather than the fear itself. Most fears have been formed with the positive intent of protection. We need to separate that intention out and deal with it in a more resourceful and less destructive way if we are to create ease and flow in our lives. Fear has many names. Covert ones are envy, jealousy, codependence, procrastination, bullying, people-pleasing, and disconnection. More overt ones are avoidance, fear of failure, or fear of success. There is, however, a kind of antidote to fear, and it is courage. Fear will put up an initial resistance to courage, but it has no real long-term power against it. While we can be fearful and courageous at the same time, and I think courage contains a mighty big dose of fear, we can choose to face that fear and flow through it until we fear less and then eventually become fearless. So there's something that you have to, Aries, this isn't hard for you. You always have courage. This is always a part of who you are. For those of you that are struggling with this, though, or kind of feeling like maybe you're letting your fears run your life, or they're causing you some distress here, it's realizing whether those fears are unfounded. What are they based on? Are they based on here and now? Are they based on past relationships? Are they based on patterns that we've learned that are instilled in us since we were a child? So it's kind of picking through those and figuring out, is this good fear? Is this fear that makes us run? Or is this fear that helps us stay and deal with it head on? Okay, yeah. This process isn't always graceful. It isn't always impressive because it may be slow and deliberate steps we take. Taking these steps isn't always easy, which is an understatement. It isn't always apparent to others, so it should be about us measuring how far we have come and not worrying about what anyone else thinks. Comparison is useless. Courage is powerful, no matter what form it takes. Companion stone is aquamarine, which is the birthstone of Pisces. And we have lessons. So there's a lesson in this fear. So yeah, it's here to teach you something. So it may be kind of figuring out how to work through this fear. Okay, so for some of you, you may be finding a mentor to talk to about this fear, about the fears you have. Could be about success, could be about failure, could be about your twin, could be about just relationships in general. It could be about just, again, like I said, there's codependency, jealousy, all those things that this is a lesson right here. So it's something that you need to get through or learn. There's a deep lesson within that fear, okay? And we have the Chariot reversed, okay? Could be dealing with a Cancer here. Okay, so I'm feeling like for this card specifically, it is you're not able to move forward without learning this lesson, okay? And being able to deal with the fear courageously or to address it head on. So that may be a lesson right now that you're needing to learn in order for you to move forward, in order for you to figure out what direction to go. And I feel like it's going back. You have to look towards your past. Look backwards towards some of your past relationships. How have you dealt with emotions? How have you expressed those emotions? Have you not? Have you pushed them down? Have you ignored them? Okay. Have they been destructive? Okay. And have they blown up? Okay. I do feel like for some of you, it's those patterns. Okay. Chain. Okay. Chain of events that will affect your life. Okay, so this is a chain of events that will affect your life here. So you know that. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you know that this is all kind of setting you up for your life. So setting you up to have your wishes fulfilled with your twin. Okay, and the stars of true love. So it's basically here. It's embracing the changes that are coming your way. Trying not to resist them too much, and figuring out ways to kind of figure out how to work through them, okay? Because there's an opportunity here specifically to kind of get through these fears and to learn some of these lessons in order for you to move on, okay? So this is a chain of events that affects not only you, but affects the world. So again, if you get this all together and you raise your vibration or you work through this, you're working through it for the collective as well. So I find that every time a twin or twins come together or they work towards their union, I feel like we just get more and more closer to each other and we are more and more connected within the collective. So I love that. So it's very, very beautiful here. All right. Twin flame message. My mind and heart always comes back to you. Yeah, look at this. The Chariot always comes back. Okay. It always comes back to the way that you feel about and the way that you process your emotions. Okay. And the way that you express them as well. Okay. But there's a lesson here, especially when it comes to fears. Okay. All right. Let's do some clarifying and we'll get some more energy here. Let's see about this Page of Wands reversed. Why is the Page of Wands reversed? Judgment. Okay, it kind of came out sideways. So it's possibly an awakening here. So for some of you, maybe awakening to the possibilities of this connection as well, or awakening to how to communicate. Okay, so you're learning maybe a little bit more. You might be communicating with your twin through the 5D. So like I said, astrally with this creation, I see this for a lot of you here. It's up, it's in your dreams. It's at night, okay, because this card is talking about, a lot of these are, you know, kind of night-based cards. Some are, you know, sun-based during the day, but I feel like this one specifically is talking about the stars. It's talking, you know, we have stars here and we have stars there, stars of true love. Okay, so you may be looking up to the stars for some type of, I feel like you're wanting to see the signs and you're wanting to change. Okay, so you're trying to figure out how, and they're trying to wake you up to how to do so. So I feel like pay attention to some of the signs and symbols that Spirit is giving you, and they're kind of lighting the way for your path here. Okay, they're trying to say, okay, change this behavior, change the way that you possibly communicate or the way that you work through your emotions, and that there's a lot of changes around you. Okay, and they're for your own good, they're for your own growth. Okay. All right, interesting. And they may have to do with a relationship with an older man. It may be that you don't communicate, for some of you, with a person who is an older man who may have been very, very important to you. So that could be a grandfather or father figure. You could be having communication issues with that person, or they may actually, the way they communicate actually stunts your growth as well. That could be the other message I'm receiving here. All right, Page of Cups. Or they had an influence on the way that you communicate about your emotions with your twin, and it wasn't all that great as far as learning and unlearning those type of patterns that are negative and positive. You know, trying to, well, the positive ones you don't want to unlearn, obviously, but unlearning those negative patterns. Okay. All right, Page of Cups. All right, why is the Page of Cups here? And maybe learning to apologize when you're wrong. I know it's really hard for some Aries, and including myself, because I am almost always right. You guys, I know you're going to laugh at that, but we are, we can get stuck in our ego, and it can be really hard for us to apologize. If it's not you, you may want your twin to apologize to you, but let's see if we can get some energy there. Maybe that's what you're waiting for here for this fresh start, but they kind of want you to take the lead on that. So maybe open up the emotional connection, and speak with your twin about the way the way you feel. Okay. All right. There's 3 cards here. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to wait for something more coherent. Okay. Just one, please. Just one. Spirit for the Page of Cups, please. I know. You want to talk to me in books. Okay. We have the Hierophant. Okay. So, Taurian energy, it kind of came sideways, so I'm going to kind of take it that way. So it's trying to figure out if you possibly, it could be questions about commitment. It could be that you have kind of a fear of commitment as well. That could be why your emotions are kind of like, maybe you don't want to say that to your twin, or of having this committed life. It also could be that a child is kind of, if you're moving on with someone else and trying to create a fresh new start, they may not like those changes that you're creating for yourself. So they may be resistant to that. And you may be questioning this commitment. You may be questioning something spiritual and moral within yourself or within this connection, and trying to find the higher purpose and listening to your higher self is what I feel like as well for that card. All right. Interesting. Okay. And it's all about with the Hierophant, it's all about, I believe in that card, what it's telling me today specifically is that you have to kind of journey within and figure out how you feel. And you may have some severe fears of commitment for a lot of you. I feel like this fear is that lesson about commitment. It's committing to a path. It's committing to a journey, or working through that fear in order to move forward or move on. Okay. It may have been a divorce in the past, that you've been divorced for some of you. And that could be why you're not really sure whether you want to be open about your feelings with this person and have this fresh new start. You may be blocking that on purpose. For some of you, that's possible because you are more involved with work, and it may be that these opportunities at work are and school for some of you are more where your focus is. Okay, is what I'm feeling for some of you. All right, the Chariot. Why is the Chariot reversed? Why do we have the Chariot reversed? Okay. Could be that you want someone to speak up about their emotions, about if they're committed to someone else. You may feel like if you're waiting for your own divorce or somebody else's divorce, you may be wanting to ask them about their feelings about that too. You may be like, okay, tell me what's going on. Like, are you like, what's happening with that process? Okay. All right. Sorry. Why is the Chariot reversed? There was too many cards. It felt like a whole pile. Oopsie. Okay. Well, there's a lot there. Okay. Why is the Chariot reversed? Yeah, I'm not going to take them. Although they make sense. Let's just get 1 or 2, please. Okay, Strength. Okay. The Leo card here. We have Leo now to confirm that Leo here. What I'm feeling like when this card came out is a lack of strength in order to be able to move forward. You still have some things that you're trying to figure out about this past commitment, about love, about your emotions surrounding it, about maybe this person specifically, if they are a Taurus for the Hierophant. It also is some spiritual enlightenment, that maybe your emotions, you want to express that to somebody and say, look, I am just focused on my spirituality. I'm focused on my job. I'm focused on some changes I need to make, and that maybe that I need to do before I can move forward. Okay, so there's definitely some strength here that you may just not feel. You may not feel the strength to continue on with this through this fear and to address these fears, but there's some lessons that need to be learned from them before you can move on. And you might need to find somebody to talk to. That mentor card is here, and that could help with that because we have a lack of strength. And this Leo may not be able to move on from you. They cannot move on from you, okay? But they're narcissistic in this way of, it does lack strength, but they also may be slightly narcissistic in the way that they maybe communicate about their emotions and maybe about commitment. So they may be kind of on the fence with you, is what I'm feeling here with that Hierophant kind of sideways on the Page of Cups. That kind of tells me a little bit like they are not even sure about this fresh new start, and they may be very immature in their way. Oh, that's my stomach. I'm so sorry. I'm very hungry. So it's possible that and they may have Cancer in their chart as well. But I feel like they can't move on from you, and it's causing them distress here. Like they're like, oh my God, this is crap. Like, but they're not meant to. There's a lesson here. There's a lesson in this situation. Okay. There's a lesson in this inability to move on, and they need to look at that, and they need to look at some of their behaviors as well. So it could be the fact that you see that their behavior as being detrimental to the relationship as well. So if they're acting, if the Leo card is reversed and they're acting very narcissistic and pay attention to me, and maybe they may be trying to keep you from moving on, Aries, as well. So they may be blocking your way as far as letting you move on, and they may be insisting that you commit to them, okay, and pushing you for commitment. Another one of the messages I'm getting there is just you may not feel like you have the strength to move on right now because you still have some lessons to learn, and that you're still trying to process those and make changes, okay? So you're really working hard on yourself, and that's obviously an Aries trait. We are very self-aware or reflective, and we do the work, okay? Wow, that's beautiful. All right, guys, let's see what your fortune is. Oh, yeah. We have key. You have new beginnings, directions, and adventures. Await for those ready to let go of the past. Yeah, this Chariot, I feel like somebody's not ready to let go of the past. And maybe this Leoan energy, or maybe you, that you're really struggling with letting go of the past and fear of moving forward, okay? And there's something that you're learning. You may also be trying to go back to school or learn a new trade, or take on a new hobby or something of that sort. So it's very beautiful here. But and it could be that that's kind of what's blocking this fresh new start here, is that you or your twin or both of you are not willing to let go of some of the things that happened in the past, possibly. Okay, and they could surround a commitment. You either were married to this person, or you're maybe you got a divorce from them. For some of you, others of you, it's surrounding that commitment. Maybe you or your twin have commitment issues. So that's really relevant. All right, guys, thank you so much for letting me do your reading. I'm going to go to the other side and see what your twin is up to. And if I don't see you over there, then I will see you for your July readings. Don't forget to comment below if you want to win a free tarot reading. Take care.